So here we are again. This is Dr. Will, and it's another sunny day, and I'm out again in my 430, SC430, and it's just really an update from a couple of events that have happened recently. So I had 2 new front tyres done, as you remember from the, if you watched the last video, from the Lexus Healthcare. I needed 2 new tyres. They said discs and pads. I've had that checked, and apparently it's just brake pads. So the car's booked in to have some front brake pads done as well. Yesterday I went to an exhaust specialist in Ashford, and they looked at the exhaust, put it on the ramp, and basically the front 2 boxes are pretty knackered, very, very severely rusted, but the back box is actually okay. They came up with a price for all 3 and all the pipes, etc. That was £1,500 plus VAT, and I said, no way can I do that. There's a place in Leeds who can do the whole thing for £795 or something. It's not really worth me driving up to Leeds. So I said there must be another option. So what they're going to do, they're going to change the front 2 boxes, leave the back box as it is, change the piping, and that's going to be about £350 plus VAT. They said the back box is perfectly fine, so I think we're going to go with that. The car's booked in for that. I'm also going to, at the same time, we're going to get the brake pads done, we're going to get the oil change, and we're going to get the spark plugs done. Now, Lexus say spark plugs need to be done every 60,000 miles. This guy was saying they should be done every 10,000 miles to prevent backfiring. So I'm not quite sure what the case is. Anyway, it won't harm to have that done as well. The issue I've had the car now for maybe 10 days, been using it every 2 or 3 days, and I used it on the Saturday to go over to Lexus. Sunday night I came outside and I could hear this tick, 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 tick coming from the engine. Did a bit of research, it turned out it's the battery that's died. And the battery is only 3 months old. I got the paperwork saying it's had a new one 4 years ago, but it's also had one 3 months ago, and the owner confirmed that. So either it's a faulty battery or there's a drain somewhere. So I did a lot of research on the forums, and a lot of people say that the rear boot light can stay on, and that can drain the battery. So I've removed that. I've removed the bulb in the rear brake in the boot. It could be other things. Apparently, if you don't use the car for 2 weeks, the battery totally drains. But this was 1 day, for goodness sake. So I had the battery checked when they did the tyres, and they said it's absolutely fine. So obviously it's draining from somewhere. Last night I took a friend out, and we stopped the car, and then I could hear this whirring noise, like a little motor running. I thought, what on earth is that? It's coming from the boot, like a fan. It turns out it's either going to be the electric aerial, which is trying to engage, even though there's no actual aerial in there now because I've got a DAB radio, and the teeth are apparently trying to make contact, so they keep winding round. Or the other noise is the sat-nav, which is in the boot, and I've chosen not to use the sat-nav because the disc is 21 years old. There's no disc in there, but it's obviously trying to read something. But that seems to go off when the engine's off, so I don't quite know what's going on. So it's all a lot of research. Hopefully we'll get to the root of the problem. So each time I'm going to start the car, I'm kind of anxious if it's going to start. So I've been using it every day. Anyway, it's a good excuse to use it every day. But look, today the weather is absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful day. And this car really is so lovely to drive. It's smooth like butter, it really is. The other interesting thing is that I've been running it on E5. I had to fill up by E5. I had to fill up with E5 last week. There wasn't any E10. And basically, Lexus say that's fine, but people say it makes a huge difference to the economy. I'm on a new run today, I've reset the computer and it's showing 30.9, which is amazing. So I'm just going to monitor that. I think what I'll probably end up doing is a bit of a mixture, bit of both, bit of E10, bit of E5, mix it up a little bit. Anyway, I'm heading down to the coast. I'm a chiropractor. I'm heading down to treat a dog, a poorly dog today. Not quite paralysed, but he's not in a good way. So hopefully we can save the owner a lot of money. Yesterday I went to treat a duck, can you believe? A duck called Jemima. She's not been laying eggs for a few months. She's hurt her wing, but she was looking a lot better afterwards. So I just wanted to share a little update with you. The other little update is the air freshener bomb, which I put in last week. I have to be honest, it was fantastic. When I first put it in, the smell was so strong, so sweet, so lovely. It's to take away the tobacco smell, which is ingrained in the upholstery in this car. And a day later, I'm afraid, it was back to normal. So very disappointing, really. I've got one more to try. But yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. They say they last for up to a month. Didn't even last a day. So I can't wait to get the rest of these jobs done, especially the exhaust. The other issue was that the two tailpipe covers were practically falling off, and that's quite dangerous. And if they do fall off and cause damage, then I'm liable. So they're going to fix that. One of them is just held on by a little grub screw, but they do look really nice. So I'm hoping they can sort that out. They also asked me about what sort of noise I wanted. But I think with this sort of car, you just want a nice, smooth ride. You don't want to be annoying the neighbours. And they said it's always easier to start with a smooth one, a quiet one, and make it louder, as opposed to go the other way. Yes, it's got a lovely exhaust tone, this V8 engine, but it's still a lovely, luxury, smooth ride, and I think that would be spoilt if the exhaust note was too rumbly, perhaps. I don't know. Everyone, it's a subjective thing. Everyone probably will have a different opinion on that. But I'm not 21 anymore. It's bad enough with a motorbike. You got to keep them neighbours happy. Not sure what I said earlier is that when the battery disconnected, I was having issues with the stereo. It wasn't working. Couldn't get any sound at all. And suddenly it seems to reset itself and everything's working, which is amazing. Because I did wonder whether that may have been a drain as well. May have been draining the battery, potentially. But it does seem to turn off when the battery's off, so hopefully that wasn't the case. It's going to be time for the hat soon. I can feel my head getting warm. Hopefully it's not going too red. That's good. I'm going to put the roof up as well because we haven't done that yet. So I'm going to let you see how the roof goes, just how easy it is. This is in real time, showing you how the roof closes on this beautiful Lexus SC430. Here we go. You just keep your finger on the button, and at the end you'll hear a buzz. It's a shame on such a nice day, but I'm going to be arriving soon, so it's quite a solid clunk there. And release. Simple as that. Okay, we'll speak soon. Enjoy the sunshine. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, if you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. And I will be uploading some more videos of this journey. Have a good day.